Welcome back, everybody. This is John Delarose here, the leading Hispanic voice in science fiction, coming at you with another manga review. This is Emanon Volume 2. You'll notice it's called Emanon Wanderer Part 1. And the way that this works, you can actually skip the first volume and just read this, because Kenji Sarada, who's the artist, and if you know and have been watching the channel, he's might be my favorite manga artist now. Just beautiful, detailed work. I love the way he draws. He actually adapted Shinji Kaijo's Kajio. I don't know. Hopefully I get this stuff at some point. Who knows? Short stories into different Emanon volumes. Now, Emanon Volume 2, and I believe it goes through Emanon Volume 4 and maybe even 5. Those two aren't out yet. Starts a new story, which is called Emanon Wanderer. And actually the first half of this is it's kind of its own story, and then it gets into the Wanderer section. And the first half's in color. It starts out very nicely with a nice double-page spread of character, and this beginning's all in color. And I can't show you all of this because of YouTube and all that, and for some reason he really liked to draw her naked almost through the entire volume, so I can't go over it. But it starts out with her kind of just in a situation, and if you read the first volume, you know that she's a character who has lived for eternity, and she keeps being born again. And when she is born again, her mother becomes a husk, and she becomes Emanon, and she then continues on the memories and remembers everything since even being an amoeba. And it's kind of like what's the purpose of the world? And she assumes she has a purpose in being somewhere at a certain time, and it's kind of actually this situation. She's helping some rare animals, or she thinks. Now, in the second story here, I guess, whoa. Okay, I can't turn to any of the pages. Okay. In the second page, she finds a brother in this time. And this is the first time she's actually gone and had a twin brother or any sort of sibling at the same time. And she's wondering if he kind of has the same powers as her. She explains the situation. And she abandoned him at birth and left him for foster parents and all that. So it's a very tense, emotional, personal situation, which is very interesting. Art's great. I mean, it's just really wonderful to turn the pages of any of this guy's books all the way around. Like I said, there's a lot of nudity in this one, so just beware of that. But it's not like it's not hypersexualized nudity, so it's something that isn't as bad as you'd see in a lot of other stuff just because of that. But I would say that this storyline wasn't quite as fulfilling as the first one. The first one was really neat because you had this like connection between two people, and then the one character really had to see that he really wasn't going to have a connection because she was going to disappear, and he had to figure out what happened. And eventually he saw this Emanon gal later as a child again, as she's returned because they conceived a child, and she didn't even know, and he didn't realize that was the case. It was very, very interesting character story, and it was from his perspective, which made things very interesting too, as he's uncovering the mystery of her. Since we know the mystery of her now, and she's kind of wandering, as the title suggests, it's interesting. It's just not quite as interesting as the other. So I don't know. I loved it still. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for Volume 3. I've got Volume 3. Volume 4 I know is solicited. I don't know when it's actually going to come out, but I think that, or Volume 5 is going to be the end of this story, so it'll be interesting to see where this goes and to see if it continues after this. So, good stuff, beautiful art. I wish I could show a bunch of it on YouTube, but I cannot. So it is what it is. And have a great day, guys. I hope you enjoy the Emanon review, which is pretty light just because there's not much I can do on this one. All right, I'll be back soon, guys. Of course, probably with Emanon Volume 3 pretty shortly, and then a bunch of other stuff also. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys soon.